This is a bit of an unusual open today. We're down here looking at all these calves that belong to Tom Mann. I came down to Eufaula here to do a little fishing with Tom Mann. I had to run him down on the farm. Tom, what's going on up here?
Well, I'm trying to raise a calf bigger than Forrest Wood's got.
Well, Forrest got some big ones, so you got a long way to go with that. I'll tell you what we'd like to do. We'd like to get through here and go down there and do a little bit of fishing. All I hear you doing here lately is up here playing with your cows.
No, I fish some too. This is just a hobby here. We'll go fishing if that's what you want to do.
Well, that's what I'd rather do. I enjoy this. You got some really nice looking cattle, but I think I'd have a little bit more fun out there on the lake.
Well, you have to get used to these cows once you do it, but you'll enjoy this. But we'll go do a little fishing if you want to do it.
Well, you know, on the farm here, it's a beautiful farm you got. I look around, I see all these different lakes. I wonder if you're raising bass or racing cows.
We got both.
Well, that's good. Let's go catch some of those bass. Hey, don't you go away either. Stay with us. We're going to go down on Lake Eufaula and see if we can't catch a bass here with the master, Mr. Tom Mann.
Today, Hank's special guest is the Arnold Palmer of bass fishing, Mr. Tom Mann, who over the last 30 years has become a living legend in the sport of fishing. Also today, we'll take a fascinating look at the largest and one of the oldest birds on Earth.
1, 2, 3, 4. The house needs painting, the grass needs mowing. Where's he at?
Hi, this is Hank. Sorry I missed your call. Leave me your name and your number and I'll get back to you.
He's gone fishing.
This is Hank Parker's Outdoor Magazine, featuring the first sportsman to win both the Bassmasters Classic and the title Bass Angler of the Year, Hank Parker.
Well, here comes Otis. What you got there?
Can I go?
Yeah, let's go. I'll tell you what, we was going to go to Eufaula, but I don't think with our time, you say there's a bass in here. Let's just see if we can catch a fish here in your pond.
Like shoot turkeys on a river.
Shoot, I've heard that before.
I got the equipment. You got anything in there?
I got a rod or two you can borrow. I don't know if you can cast it or not, but we'll try it.
It ain't one of them button tap things. It's an open face, I will.
How about that? Can you handle that? All right.
Nothing wrong with that.
All right. Let's go fishing.
Look at that. Look at that. See him whirl back there behind there? Stay in there. He got you over there. I saw him.
He whirled.
Now, that was a swirl in.
A squirrel.
A whirl's when they get it. A swirl's when they miss it. You like to throw that top water like that?
I love it. I just soon catch one on top water as I had two on a worm.
According to what size they are.
That's true, too. You know, a lot of people really like it. I've heard a lot of people say, you know, they didn't care nothing about catching them if they couldn't catch them on top water.
Yeah.
Which it is an exciting way to fish.
Yeah.
I like to see
I
them.
like to catch them on top.
But I like to catch them on whatever they'll bite.
Yeah. Speaking of say, I like to catch them, period.
That's right.
He's throwing for the name. You got the least line.
Look at him. Look at him swirl on
He's
that
after
bait.
it. Hey, got it, too.
Got it. Ah, he whirled one time too many. Boy, these fish pull good to be. Little feller.
Yeah, they are strong, ain't they?
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. Look at him go with you. I'm fixing
I
to
was
throw
gonna
right around. Go right around you back there and get me one of them while you.
He is a little fella. I was gonna look and see. We'll try and get him a palm beach
He's a
release.
keeper.
That's one thing about handling the fish with a top water bait and you got all these treble hooks.
Yeah.
It's a whole lot easier with a worm in it. Get them in there and get them off.
You get caught if you don't watch it, won't you?
Mm-hmm. Boy, they can put it on you, too.
Hey, look here, one got mine. Oh, look at here. Now, that is mean there, Hank.
Why wasn't any fish following him?
Oh, I bet they are. They are. We'll see him whirling back here. Watch that now. Watch him jump. That's a little better, ain't it?
A little bit.
Yep. You know that old big hook so big? Look here, Hank. That old big hook so big didn't even stick a point, the barb in. Look at that.
Gotta lift some weights, man. You gotta use a little
I'll
muscle.
boy. I don't see how y'all fishing big old hooks. What is that, a 12-aught?
You gotta
Get the bigger now.
That's a little better fish.
He is mean on that light line, ain't he?
That's what, you know, it's a lot more fun. Look at his foul
Hey,
hook.
you
That's
got
what
it hooked
does
in the
it.
back.
That's what does it. That's what.
Wow,
Look,
big.
come in here.
Yeah.
Huh? How
Still
about
a right
that?
nice little fish.
He is a right nice little fish.
He just run up and hit at it, didn't he?
Boy, I tell you what, I caught a carp in the back once in a tournament with a crankbait like that. I mean, I thought
you
I had
had
a
won, didn't you?
giant. Now, I was hollering for the net. I was about to panic city. My partner didn't know what was happening. You know, Tom, a lot of our viewers out there may not know about the Junior Fisherman Program or may not know a whole lot about Tom Mann. You know, I've grown up since a kid admiring you for some of the things you've done, lure development. I've used your lures ever since I was probably 10 years old. You started out in the bait business, started out as a game warden, fish and wildlife here in the state of Alabama, and went into the bait business, and now you've started a program called the Junior Fisherman that we just touched on. Why don't you explain to our viewers a little bit about the Junior Fisherman, how it works and what the format is?
Well, the junior fishing program is something I started a couple of years ago with young people, trying to get more of them involved in fishing in the outdoors. We put out a magazine, it's bi-monthly, and it's called Junior Outdoors. Formerly a junior fisherman, but we got so many youngsters involved in camping and hunting and everything else, so we're calling it Junior Outdoors. But the main thing is to get the youth involved. And we're doing hey boy, you just got a big bite there, didn't you?
See if I can get him to come back.
But it's going real well, and if there's anybody interested in getting the kids involved in it, all they have to do is just to write to Tom Mann's Fish World in Eufaula, Alabama, and we'll take care of them.
And I really appreciate that, and you know, my kids really look forward to it. And it's good, wholesome information for them on outdoors. They've learned an awful lot from it, and the artwork is fantastic.
You know, we put that magazine together right over at Fish World. Formerly where I used to live, we turned it into an office and let the junior fishing program have it, and I moved up on the farm.
Where you can play with the cows.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
You fish and get another bite.
Think so?
Yeah. You
No,
know.
I missed it. So much moss there. I got moss all over the
Hey,
hooks. There, come got it.
Did he get him?
I got him.
You got him that time.
So I'm chasing
I want to see if it's on. That's nothing. Look at him running out of there, Hank.
Holly buck.
Boy, that's full of them, man. Wasn't it?
Oh, I'm gonna move down here with you, I think.
Boy, they're so shallow, though.
You got an extra bedroom in your house?
I'm telling you. Did you see how?
I'm coming to Alabama.
Yeah, look at him running right over there.
Tom, why don't you tell our viewers at home that we're gonna have to take a commercial break, but we'll be right back.
All right. Folks, stay tuned. There'll be a lot more of Hank Parker and the great outdoors.
Coming up, Tom and Hank will see if they can't get a bite on Lake Eufaula.
You can definitely show them how to eat fried chicken. There ain't nobody, if you want to see how to eat fried chicken, there ain't nobody in the world eat fried chicken or barbecue like Tom Mann.
But when we return, we'll see what the world's biggest bird does for lunch.
There are 3 ways you can try moving closer to these fish. With a gas outboard, with a noisy electric, or with a quiet Minn Kota electric. To a fisherman, the choice is black and white. Minn Kota, the quiet power that catches fish.
At Ranger, people are important. People like Garland Hurst and Randy Hopper that have helped build every boat. That kind of experience is hard to beat. Because we fish, we listen to our friends who own Ranger boats. Their ideas frequently are the best ones. Most of our boats are still being used, and we've been building them over 15 years. That Ranger quality goes into each boat we build, one boat at a time.
Go for it with Ryobi. Tough, dependable reels for any kind of fishing. There's never been a better reason to go fishing.
Ron, this is the only lure that'll catch fish on this lake. I got half of mine not to let you fish it because you don't have extra strong trilene on that reel. Don't lose it. The only place this lure is going is down a big old hog's throat. Uh-oh. Doggone it, Ron, I'm going to show you why you need trilene. It's up to 20% stronger. It's the line the tournament pros use, and it's the line that set 400 world records in just 12 months.
Watching the feed truck move along.
Here's Jerry Hagee, founder of one of America's few drive-through animal parks, Arbuckle Wilderness.
That this ostrich has started to attack our keepers, and I wanted to see for myself to see if we needed to move this ostrich out of this area. And I'm beginning to get the idea of what the men have been telling me, because I'm watching him chase that feed truck. Now, if he's on an aggressive move, he'll give us his mating dance, or he'll try to get in the back of that pickup. This second pickup may scare him off, but we'll watch him. If you look closely, you can see one running right toward the pickup feed truck right now. I want to see if this is the aggressive ostrich that they're talking. There he goes. The mating dance of the ostrich, one of the most rare things seen by people. There's only a few places on the earth that you can see that. Of course, you can see it in Africa and probably in some of the zoos, but they nearly have to be in the wild to start their mating dance. That's also a period of aggression, and this particular time I think you'll find it's aggression. That keeper must be very careful at this time, or he'll have that ostrich right up in his lap, and we'll have someone with a very bad injury. If you'll look at that feed truck, that's from a few ostrich kicks right now. Now, this is a little bit more close than I like to be to an aggressive ostrich, and if you'll see his wings continuously fanning, his tail arched up over his back, now he's going to go run some other male ostrich off. And I'd rather he'd run them off than me off. An ostrich can run at the speed of 35 miles an hour. And about the only time that they do that running is when they exercise early in the morning, or when they're chasing a female like that one, or when they're running a male off. And we always want to be careful when an ostrich approaches, as this one is beginning to do. They're more curious than anything, but they're also quite aggressive when they feed, as you can see. A little later on, we'll look at their toes and find out. This is a female here. This is a male. See how gray she is? Her wings are outspread, means she's a little nervous, but she's more interested in eating, as this one is. Now, come over here. Let's get real close to our friends and meet some people. If you'll look at these two toes that you see, in the center toe here is a very large toenail. If you don't think that won't hurt someone, if you look at that toenail, that will rip a man literally from his waist, clear through his chest, through his rib bones, and nearly take his head off. They kick with such force, one must always be quite careful around ostrich. You're looking at the largest egg left on Earth, the ostrich egg. The dinosaurs, of course, had a little larger egg, but this now is the largest, and they weigh several pounds. You can feed 10 to 20 people on an ostrich egg of this size, and from this comes that bird that we've looked at that's 8 feet tall from an egg this size. In fact, Dan, you have a young ostrich that we have. Why don't you bring that over and let us look at it? This is a young ostrich, and you'll see this one, it's about 6 weeks old. An ostrich, set it right down here on the ground, Dan. An ostrich that's first born comes out just about 8 to 12 inches tall. This one is about 6 weeks, and it's grown to this, and it's losing its down. It comes with down, and you can see these little white feathers. And it's beginning to get the coloring. The brown is turning to black, and it'll go into gray. But that ostrich came from this egg, the ostrich being the oldest bird left on Earth, according to the people that judge those type things.
This is what makes fishing fun, you know.
Eating fried chicken?
Yeah.
Eating fried chicken on Eufaula, Alabama.
Yeah. Drive 300 miles to eat some chicken.
My dad always did that when we go fishing. I didn't know whether we was going on a picnic or going fishing. He'd have more stuff than anybody I ever saw.
When I was your age, I didn't stop to eat at dinner. But I found out them fish take off for dinner now.
I tell you, Tom, the chicken break is over with. We're either gonna have to take us a little nap or go catch a fish.
Let's catch fish and then take a nap.
All right. Fog's starting to burn off. We ought to be able to catch a fish in some of that deep water you're talking about.
Let's try it.
More of the great outdoors is coming up with Hank and his guest, Tom Mann, on Lake Eufaula. So don't go away.
To be perfectly honest, I can't tell you I catch fish every time I go fishing, and I can't tell you that every time I use fish formula, I catch them. But I can promise you, on the slow days, it definitely helps me catch bigger fish. I'll stake my reputation on it, and so will these other well-known fishermen.
Hey, let me tell you something. Fish formula works. Under all sets of situations, it'll help you increase your odds of catching big fish like this.
At last, the ultimate in fish finding technology, Humminbird's LCR liquid crystal recorder. The depth sounder that bridges the gap between flashers and charts, combining the best features of both. Now the most advanced concepts in sonar are combined with state-of-the-art microcomputer innovations to bring boaters and fishermen more features and more fish-finding versatility than any other depth sounder on the market. LCR, the creation of a new generation from Humminbird.
Hank Parker's Outdoor Magazine will continue in a moment.
There are 3 ways you can try moving closer to these fish. With a gas outboard, with a noisy electric, or with a quiet Minn Kota electric. To a fisherman, the choice is black and white. Minn Kota, the quiet power that catches fish.
At Ranger, people are important. People like Garland Hurst and Randy Hopper that have helped build every boat. That kind of experience is hard to beat. Because we fish, we listen to our friends who own Ranger boats. Their ideas frequently are the best ones. Most of our boats are still being used, and we've been building them over 15 years. That Ranger quality goes into each boat we build, one boat at a time.
What he was talking about, they usually scoot right there, he's right back in the other hand.
Right there they are, I'm serious.
Ain't no telling how many little bitty ones.
I only see that.
Look at that.
Huh? Boy, that is a big, is this something that's a Eufaula big fish. Now here is the giant fish Tom Mann talks about in Eufaula. You know what I think?
What?
I think that fish was looking for a companion.
He was 20 feet deep, too, boy.
He certainly wasn't trying to eat that little joint.
Oh, boy.
I ain't believing that.
He couldn't have got in nothing.
Boy, I'm telling you what, I'm glad I put this heavy line. You got to talk about all the big fish. I put the 20-pound line on there, boy.
Well, at least he bit. Now, what was he doing way out here, Red?
He was looking for his
I hit
mama.
him giant paradise.
He was looking for his mama.
That makes you know they're there, boy. You in a honey hole right now, boy. You just don't know it.
Be a little brush right there, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's in there. There's fish in there, too. Guarantee there's fish in there. What you got there? What you got there, rock or fish? Huh?
I think I got a fish.
Well, get me one at the same time. Look at that. Look at that. Put that minnow in here, boy. Hey, that ain't a bad one, is he?
He ain't bad. I ain't believing
I'm
you.
telling you what. I told you. I told you something in here.
I ain't believing it.
Can you get back on the same place now?
Yeah, I think I know where he's at. I wish I had a buoy marker.
Hey,
There's some brush in there.
Wait a minute. Give me that. Let me have that fish. Give me that fish a minute. I'm gonna catch him too. Huh? Let me catch him too. Here.
That's the only way you gonna catch him.
Yeah, let me catch him. Here, can I catch him?
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
Let me catch him.
I'll let you pull him in on my rod. How about that? Here, you want to feel him?
Let me wind him in one time. Hold that rod.
That's good enough. You caught him.
Okay, I caught the last one.
All right. That's a pretty fish. That fish ain't gonna figure out what's going on here.
That is a good one, ain't it?
Boy, I mean he's a good one.
I see someone
I'll tell you one thing. Son of a gun is
there's some more on here.
flat hung. Now that's what we're looking for, Tom. That is what we're hunting.
We're looking for something bigger than that.
I think that's a pretty good one. That's about the same size as that one you caught it.
Yeah.
Huh?
Not quite as big.
Let him go.
This jiggiest thing he can catch that fish.
He'll go back down there and tell all them other ones now, don't you think?
Yeah. Fixed to be some weather, you know it. See that wind getting up?
That wind will move us off. Let's see now.
Go back out a little bit further now. You're on the ledge. Now we're on top of the ledge. Now go back to the left just a little bit. See, it's pretty deep down there. Well, boy, that water runs all the time right there.
Is that right?
Yes, sir. All the time. Just look at it in there.
Hot summer?
Yes, sir. Never slows up.
All right. Look right there at that long end of the wall. You didn't see it.
Sure did, get it.
He went on a spinner bait, Mr. Tom.
Sure did. He's right on that stump, wasn't he?
Right on the stump. Okay. Say hello to Mr. Tom.
Well, he's a keeper. Look how
He
fat
is a
he
keeper.
is.
He is a fat little devil. Maybe you do know where there's one or two in Eufaula.
Yeah.
You got them trained to
Put him
follow
back
you?
and let's get another one.
All right.
All right,
He
now
bit my spinner bait.
Let me see here.
You know, this water really isn't too dark.
No,
Or
it's just
too
right, really.
too clear for a spinner bait. It looks pretty good.
Just right, really.
I like it. That sun's starting to pop out. If we'd have got on these trees early this morning now, instead of getting out there on all them holes when that fog was in here, we'd have already had a boat full.
You ain't gonna catch no. I like to catch them in bunches.
You like to feast or famine. You know, that's the difference. That's deep water fishing. You either catch a bunch or you don't catch them at all.
Yeah,
I usually catch a bunch.
I like to catch a bunch too.
I just like to catch a fish.
Watch this. Don't go throwing over on my tree now. I'm gonna get it. Now that is a big one there.
Tom, I tell you what, we have got on some giants here.
Ain't they though?
That is another whopper. I'm gonna tell you what now. You got to tell me all them stories about them 7 8 pounders in Lake Eufaula, and I got to look at all them pictures up there on your wall. Y'all with all them 10-pound, 12-pound fish. I spooled my 20-pound test line on for that little fella right there.
That's nearly about big as that night caught, ain't it?
That right there. Could eat that when you come for breakfast.
Go for it with Ryobi. Tough, dependable reels for any kind of fishing. never been a better reason to go fishing.
Ron, this is the only lure that'll catch fish on this lake. I got half of mine not to let you fish it because you don't have extra strong trilene on that reel. Don't lose it. The only place this lure is going is down a big old hog's throat. Uh-oh. Doggone it, Ron, I'm going to show you why you need trilene. It's up to 20% stronger. It's the line the tournament pros use, and it's the line that set 400 world records in just 12 months.
Hank Parker's Outdoor Magazine, where each week Hank Parker, one of America's finest sportsmen, will take you on an entertaining journey into the great outdoors. Join Hank and his friends for some of the finest fishing this side of heaven and meet some of the world's most amazing animals to boot. Hank Parker's Outdoor Magazine. Now don't you go away. Hank will be right back.
To be perfectly honest, I can't tell you I catch fish every time I go fishing, and I can't tell you that every time I use fish formula, I catch them. But I can promise you, on the slow days, it definitely helps me catch bigger fish. I'll stake my reputation on it. And so will these other well-known fishermen.
Hey, let me tell you something. Fish formula works. Under all sets of situations, it'll help you increase your odds of catching big fish like this.
At last, the ultimate in fish-finding technology, Humminbird's LCR liquid crystal recorder, the depth sounder that bridges the gap between flashers and charts, combining the best features of both. Now the most advanced concepts in sonar are combined with state-of-the-art microcomputer innovations to bring boaters and fishermen more features and more fish-finding versatility than any other depth sounder on the market. LCR, the creation of a new generation from Humminbird.
Okay, Hank, we're ready for the close. Go ahead. I want to see your teeth. Make sure you ain't got no chicken in it. How about you? You look pretty good. Well, Bud, we didn't burn them up today, but all in all, it was pretty much fun.
Well, I killed you where the big one was. You just didn't land them.
Well, maybe that's the way it is. Maybe they weren't there. I don't know. But anyway, you're still my hero.
All right.
Hey, thanks for being with us today. God bless you. I'm Hank Parker. All right, we got one more second to catch one.
Hank Parker's Outdoor Magazine, sponsored by Fish Formula. We fool Mother Nature. Humminbird Depth Sounders. Minn Kota, quiet power catches fish. Ranger Boats, we still build them one at a time. Ryobi, there's never been a better reason to go fishing. And by Trilene, extra strong.
The house needs painting, the grass needs mowing. Where's he at?
Hank, this is Tom. You told me to call you when they're biting. They're biting.
Gone fishing.